So guys, we've been listening and we heard all your questions. How to slow travel? What is slow travel lifestyle like? How do you pick where to go? What kind of budget do you have on a monthly basis? What all do you need in order to live the slow travel lifestyle? This video aims to answer every last question for you based on our personal experiences
and plus our personal preferences.
So first one up is, how do we pick where we are going to do the slow travel, right? How we pick is with the tools that I've shown you in previous videos. We sit down and figure out what it costs locally to live in those areas. And then what we try to do is pick one flight. So for a perfect example, like where we're at now in the Balkans, pick one area where you're gonna jump into. And then from there, use the buses and trains to get everywhere you want to. I mean, this region alone, you've got Greece, Albania, Montenegro, Croatia, Serbia, Kosovo, Macedonia, Bulgaria, Romania, all of which you get one flight in and you can easily reach every other area. And it's a heck of a lot cheaper and it'll save you a lot of money and a lot of hassle.
Oh yeah.
So the monthly budget of slow travel obviously will vary depending on flavors, preferences, and taste, right? Our personal experience and advice would tell you when you slow travel, you find either guest houses or Airbnbs, and what you do is you don't go for all the zoom zooms and wham whams, guys. You know, you figure out what you need, and for us, it's simple. It better have a kitchen, a washing machine, and it better have Wi-Fi.
Yes, good Wi-Fi.
Yes. Outside of that, you don't really need a lot, guys. If you do like we do, you're gonna be pleasantly surprised compared to like that rent you've been paying or that mortgage you've been paying in the US. About $700 US a month is about where we max out, okay?
Yes.
That's it. So that's how you pick the accommodation. Now, what other costs come up? Your local transportation, public transportation.
The buses are good.
I mean, I've screamed it till my dying day here, guys, but like literally right now here in Toronto, it costs us 40 lek each to ride the bus anywhere we want to go.
Yes.
Meanwhile, if you're, kind of silly and paying out for cabs and Ubers, the minimum here is like 1,000 lek is the lowest you'll ever hear like the local cabbie's talking about. Let me think, 1,040, 1,040.
Yeah.
One of these is not like the other.
Exactly.
So there's an easy one. Also, yes, you should go out and experience some local cuisine. So if you want to eat out, go eat out. But the trick that we do for that is every place we go to, we kind of hunt around until we find those little local hole-in-the-wall gems.
Yep, those little gems.
Mom and pop shops are great for that. And you get a whole lot of food and you get it at a very affordable price. Stay the heck out of the Western food places.
Don't do that.
But at the same time, life continues on. Go to the grocery store. So guys, when we're talking like your daily food costs, I mean, the two of us, what we do is we have a very staple set of food. So we're talking eggs in the morning.
Yep.
Oatmeal, plain old oatmeal. Mix and cut up some fruit like some strawberries, throwing bananas or blueberries into the oatmeal with it. Fresh loaf of bread each day. So there's your breakfast. At lunchtime and dinner time, you alternate between boneless, skinless chicken, and then on top of that, do some lean ground beef, okay? And then after that, all you do is mix in your veggies, right? You've got your potatoes, you've got your carrots, tomatoes. And get those fresh at the produce market, every day or every other day, man. So that's what you do for your food. Now, I challenge any of you in the United States, go ahead and go buy that stuff, see how much it runs you, because I promise you, in a place like Albania, it's a heck of a lot more affordable, guys.
All right, so another question we have been asked is, do we meet up with anybody during our slow travel life? Now, we have met up with a few of our fellow subs and Luang Prabang.
Yep.
And then we also have met up with just, fellow travelers. So now you can just go onto Facebook groups and just be able to meet up with people that way and, just catch up. So there is other ways.
Yeah, we did happen to meet up with some subs, as well as we met up with Jay and Sarah, who you may know,
Yep.
Fellow content creators. Outside of that, we don't really have a whole lot of time for the hanging out and all that, but there are ways you can do it, like she's saying, Facebook, expat groups and whatnot.
Yep.
So it is an option. And guys, remember, we're trying to grow this thing, so go ahead and hit that like and share it and subscribe. Thank you.
Thank you.
There are things that in slow travel life that you need, and there's things you don't need.
Yes.
Okay? This is going to be our take on it. You need the ability to determine what is important in your life and what isn't. that has greatly helped us out while living the slow travel lifestyle.
Yeah, because it's going to be different for everybody, so we can't exactly tell you what you need to know, because it's going to be different for everybody.
But from our point of view, which is what you want, so let's give you that. Keep the gear down to a minimum.
Yes.
You know, phones, laptops, maybe a portable charger, power bank, obviously a power converter for all the different plugs.
Very, very important, yes.
Outside of that, though, I would tell you to bring 4 to 5 outfits total.
Yes, because you can do laundry pretty much once a week.
Yeah. We have done just fine for a year off of a handful of outfits. And what you get, moisture wicking and light materials.
They're easy to dry.
Yeah, and especially if you're into warmer weather and warmer climates like us, they're perfect for you. One other thing I would say that you absolutely need is actually like Surfshark or NordVPN, whatever you like.
Keep your devices very safe.
Yes. And honestly, I mean, you're talking about a subscription for the year. I just re-upped it. It was like $43 or $44. And that covers both of our laptops, both of our phones for the next year.
So that averages out to about $4 a month.
Right. Not a big deal, right?
No.
Now, what I would tell you, and this isn't going to go over well with some folks, is what you also do not need. Subscriptions. Get rid of them. You don't need them.
No, you don't.
You should be busy living your new life and exploring these new places and interacting with the locals. If you must watch TV shows or something like that, do it on YouTube. Or, you know, I'm not going to get into it, but there are ways to watch programming on the internet that don't involve subscriptions.
Yes, for free.
So you'll figure it out.
Exactly.
So as you see, when you start adding up all these different elements that we've been talking about, this is how you can do this with 2 people on $1,500 to $2,000 a month. This is how you do it. You cut out all the BS that really doesn't matter or bring real value to your life.
Right.
And then you simplify things down, get real minimalist on it, and then focus your funds and resources on the things that do matter to you. That's how you do this slow travel life. This life can be as easy and simple as you want it to be, or it can be as hard as you make it. That is just the God's honest truth about it. We went for as minimalist as we could go. So literally everything we own and live out of is out of 2 backpacks, nothing more.
Yeah.
So I guess if we were to really just break it down as simply as possible, this life, the way we choose to live it, it's about reprioritizing everything in life. Everything that matters, get rid of the noise and the garbage that means nothing to you in your life, and trade them out for experiences and for what you want. And what we want is we want the world. We want to experience the countries, the cultures, the traditions, the history, you know, everything that's out there that exists on this planet that we all share. That's what we want. You know, we cut out all the garbage, all the subscriptions, all the useless trinkets and toys and nonsense that we were using to distract ourselves back when we were miserable sitting in the United States. Okay? And that's only when we weren't at work killing ourselves for a company that could give a damn less whether we were there or not. We're just a cog on the machine, man. And, you know, that's to me, you know, like, especially after my mother died, like I've said before, I realized wasn't happy, wasn't living life, and it was damn time to start doing it. And that's what this has been like for a year. And we're gonna keep going until the wheels fall off, man, or until I finally make this thing stick and work. But, you know, as far as do we miss anything back there? Not really. What about you?
No.
The way we see it, and we both, thank God, have agreed upon this, is that, you know, God put us on this earth for a reason, and it sure wasn't to go kill yourself 9 to 5 working for some company that doesn't give a damn about you and barely keep your head above the waterline. You got this whole planet. That was his gift, and this life was his gift. So we intend to not waste either one of them ever again.
Live life to the fullest.
Yeah, no regrets. So we hope that you've found some value out of this. Hopefully you've maybe had some new ideas. If you have any new questions, drop them down below.
Yes.
And like, you know, we are about as transparent as it gets, man. We got no problem letting you know how we think, how we see things, and how we do things. Because it's about trading out all the noise and garbage and about truly embracing and living life. So we hope that this has done at least a decent job giving you our perspective and our points of view on the whole subject of the slow travel life. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
See ya.